Welcome back to the LCS Finals. It is match point for Cloud9. They lead the series.
Yeah, with that Elise and the Jace both getting banned out, clearly they are trying to shut down some of this early game aggression here from Cloud9. Cloud9, Xayah coming through. I do always like Xayah as a response to Wukong, and Golden Guardians in general, I talked about it earlier, they've been playing heavy dive comps.
So if they lock in this area for Stixxay, nope, they're going to change it up. This time, they want to pilot the Lucian Nami.
Grabbing this LeBlanc from the last game, really the pick that I think M&S is most known for.
I think now you definitely throw the Lissandra ban. You know, you protect it a little bit with your double bans here. Maybe even the Ahri or something along the way as well.
Poppy jungle, this is actually interesting because this could be Poppy jungle or top, depending on the matchup.
Malphite's locked in, Galio's locked in. Will they take the Sylas?
Give me Sylas top. This would be a little bit of a surprise to me. You can run him over early, but if you do not, it does get difficult. I will say, though, you ignore basically all the CC, and that is going to be the key thing here.
Rest of Cloud9 are pretty mobile. Xayah with the ultimate here for disengage. LeBlanc always fishing around side angles, too. We'll see how effectively Golden Guardians can actually corral this team.
Let's do it. Game number 4. If C9 win it, they're your champions. Their first seed at MSI. They're the ones walking away with the trophy, and the games are done.
There's double sweeper start here for Cloud9, so they're definitely going to go hunting for some of these wards. M&S goes in for the late kill on the ward. We'll get the level 2. So, yeah, with Ignite, with Electrocute, all these things you're talking about for the level 2 power spike here for LeBlanc. He's going to go very hard on Gory.
The Fudge trying to play this aggressive. They do catch that Lucian there. Cleanse can be popped and Flash.
They get both summoner spells out of the Lucian. It cost them their Ignite and their heal, but critically, both C9 players still have the Flash.
Well, you can get your butt down there as a jungler and see what you can make happen.
Gory gets locked down. M&S with the Ignite. One more auto attack. They do it! First blood, Ignite, Electrocute, execution in the mid lane.
Couldn't quite get it. Now Blabber up to top side. This is one of the weaknesses of this Malphite. A stacked wave early on. You cannot deal with these dives well.
Okay, they're going to start it off with Blabber slamming him into the wall. They kill him so easy. Cloud9 gets their second kill.
And look at the farm. He got 3 CS there up in that top lane. He's going to have a hell of a time in this lane now.
Blabber coming bottom, looking for another gank. He shoves Stixxay back. The Blade Caller gets him rooted. They need one more auto from Berserker, and they get it. Cloud9 3-0.
Blabber is coming up huge. He does exactly.
Oh, nice from Hui.
We need to grab one back.
Yeah, really nicely done. Berserker, though, could go aggressive here. That looks like a dead Nami on my screen.
Nicely done. Berserker's eating sushi, and it looks like Hui.
So I think Blabber is probably going to pull back and just look towards this dragon play.
Yep. Walking up north now.
Or
thinking about it. Sven's really testing these guys.
And I think especially with Blabber having no flash and knowing that Stixxay's sums are both back up, it would be a really ill-advised dive to try to go for unless they have them super chunk.
Half minutes in, pretty much expected for the timers so far. River's only level 5. M&S just jumps in to kill him. They force the Galio ulti to keep River alive.
That's the type of mid laner you want, Captain Flowers. One that will hunt the enemy jungler.
Hui has rotated up into the mid lane. M&S with the flash into chains. Hui gets bound up. Now he's got to try to get away. Blabber wants the angle for the charge, but he just ends up inting it. He got too thirsty for the kill.
Too hypey there, Blabber.
And too aggressive on that play. It wasn't a nice initial play, not getting that knockback and trying to set it up, but they didn't have the damage to do it.
Man, you want to talk about aggressive? Fudge is going in with the Ragnarok, chasing after River, forces him back. Now Sven and M&S are trying to put more damage on the remaining players. Fudge gets thrown up into the air by Licorice. Blabber tackles Licorice, just trying to keep him away from Fudge. Everybody's going after everybody all over these small skirmishes here in the larger fight. Licorice still hanging around, trying to clear out some of these wards. Won't get the last hit on that one. M&S and Sven moving forward. Blabber finds a charge into the wall, but it's only under River's clone. Now Sven's wanting to lock down Licorice, and M&S gets the kill. A gory taunt only finds one, and he doesn't have the damage to finish off Fudge. Fudge gets the kill back, and Cloud9 get 2.
There's no Malphite ultimate, and he's spellbook on the Ghost ultimate.
We don't have Malphite ultimate. These champions are not going to get much done for you. They're never going to have the damage to make it happen. Now they're going to look for a dive again.
Blabber with those Hex flashes just won't give him a break.
You know, who do you go for? The LeBlanc who can distort away, the Xayah who has ultimate, or Fudge.
Oh, River, he's just going to die if he isn't careful, and maybe they can turn it around instead. Beautifully done. They reinforce their jungler, and they shut down M&S.
And a dragon coming their way.
I think for sure Golden Guardians are just going to have to give it up.
Oh,
Here's another Hex Flash play.
Blabber slams him into the turret. The follow-up from Sven to throw Gory into the air as Berserker uses the blade calling to get the kill. They find him, and they're going to find multiple plates to go with it. M&S wants to get Stixay, but with Huhi behind him, it's M&S who's in trouble. He gets out with 200 HP, but he has to abandon the turret.
Sven arrives. You can see Berserker is pushing out mid lane, and you look picture in picture. This is Fudge getting aggressive in that 1v1. He might take this.
Nope, but he does get the ghost out of Licorice instead.
Should be the dragon there for Cloud9 because of the mid lane dive, and again, not having those ultimate cooldowns that make up the entire identity of the Golden Guardians comp. So,
Kobe, you said it earlier, Golden Guardians, the composition is the 3 ults from the top side. If those 3 are not available, you do not fight.
exactly. Meanwhile, Fudge on the Olaf has had a time of his life up there, popping his ultimate whenever he wants versus Licorice. Holds it this time.
Fudge is ready. He's popping the ghost. He's got Ragnarok. They want to take Licorice down. They'll get him, but Fudge is going to die in trade. Blabber looking to see if he can get an angle on somebody valuable. Tries to slam Huhi into the wall. Doesn't quite get the terrain connection. M&S jumps in really close to bursting Stixay down there, but not quite enough damage.
They can push it on this top tower and get second Rift Herald without really a response from Golden Guardians. Hey, guess what? You are weak side. There are 2 objectives on the top side of the map, so play safe.
Do they even want to fight for this 3rd Drake? They're so far behind that they really have to consider, is it worth it to try to stop them from reaching Soul Point now, or do you just cut the losses and then have to fight every Drake thereafter?
I think they kind of fight because you look over at Cloud9's side, none of them are on 2 items, and you all have your 1 item completion point. So I think as far as the gold deficit goes, this is about as good as it's going to get.
Okay. All right, Golden Guardians are on a timer right now because they've got an Olaf beating down top turret, a Rift Herald taking mid turret for the Xayah, and time is just not working in their favor. They're going to try and rush down this dragon, but they're going to lose so much gold for it into a steal.
They're going to TP in. They're going to look for this. Sven is in the back of the pit now.
Blabber knocks Licorice away, and now they're ready to fight. Blabber jumps into the middle of 3, but now he has to disengage as River's ready to try to get a kill back. Stixay fires off the culling. Fudge is ready to fight in the middle of everyone. The Ragnarok for the CC immunity as Berserker goes on a rampage, and they kill Stixay. Now River's got the kill at least back onto Blabber, but it's a double for Berserker, and Licorice, Huhi, and Gory all have to run.
Then coming in with the Poppy ultimate to section across Golden Guardians. M&S isn't done. Huhi is going to live another day.
They
Both
get
of them
so
pinned over there towards the wall, but we've got a dead Lucian on our screen.
All that's left is his guns.
We can see this M&S from Fog is really strong, has so much flat pen. As soon as Stixay dashes in, he knows he's got him because he had already spent the flash and the cleanse in the previous.
Tastes good.
With the enemy AD carry dead for the 3rd time this game, Cloud9 now have a free soul point. Huhi always has to be so careful, man, because M&S is just trying to do this every time. Not quite enough damage to get the kill.
And it's even hard to pin him down, so M&S is being very annoying while the rest of Cloud9 can just retreat back to this Baron. 5,000 health and dropping, but Golden Guardians are here.
Golden Guardians want to fight for it. Blabber with a nice disengage. That's the power of the Poppy. There's no steal ever when Poppy can just throw you back home. Cloud9 get the Baron and they disengage.
Rejecting Golden Guardians members for these objectives. They're gonna dive.
Nice. Can they actually kill him? Yes. Stixay gets the kill with one of the shots from the culling. They get the objective bounty on the tier 1
there, including the Gale Force, and now Cloud9 knows we got nothing to be scared of. We're just going to walk straight at you. We have a big gold lead. You don't have any of your tools to fight, and Blabber found.
Blabber is not happy, just trying to steal away a red buff. He wants another kill, but Huhi manages to escape.
Regroup with the team, but Cloud9 are just extending the gold lead so damn fast. It's up over 8,000 now. And this Ocean Soul is going to be available here in 130.
We saw the very stoic player cams earlier. This game, we saw Berserker having a good time. We saw question mark pings on Blabber's failed Hex Splash because they're not worried. They know they can just disengage these plays. They know how far ahead they are.
They seem to keep them pinned in their base because they know there's no vision. Look at the mini-map. Where is their farthest forward ward? They got 1 up here on that top side. It is a dark and scary place outside of the Golden Guardians base.
M&S jumps over the wall. Quick little snap of damage onto Stixxay, right back to his origin point. Because the entire time, the Drake was taken, and it's Ocean Soul for Cloud9.
M&S off on the side, looking for these solo missions. Fudge constantly split pushing. They're not allowing them these opportunities to just group 5, walk it down mid, and have a 5v5, right? And that is really what Golden Guardians is hoping for, but Cloud9 are denying them at every turn.
Even darker for the Golden Guardians.
I think this Baron has Cloud9's name all over it.
At this point, for Golden Guardians, they're going to go for a pick. We'll see if they can find it.
They want to try to catch Fudge here. Fudge he still has the Ragnarok. He hasn't even used it. There, he finally claims it, throws the undertow back. The angle isn't there on the culling. Now Sven swoops through him. They can't even kill Fudge. They threw the kitchen sink at him.
And look at top lane. They're already pushing the base here. Going to be able to crack this first inhibitor turret. Uncontested. Cloud9 are getting closer and closer to this championship. They can taste it, pushing down multiple lanes with the Baron buff. This could be the last stand for Golden Guardians.
Golden Guardians gotta try to fight here. They have no Malphite ult, they have no Wukong ult, they have no top lane inhibitor, and they have no gold to compare to Cloud9. Berserker is dominating. They knock one of the remaining defenders away as River is forced back into the fountain, or at least the clone was. Now Cloud9 are gonna finish off the real deal. River falls, Licorice is about to go next. Gory and Huhi stand alone. Cloud9 don't lose a man. They march through the Nexus turrets. They march through the remaining players. They're the champs, and they're the champs back to back. The LCS shines bright blue, and Cloud9 are your spring 2023 champions.
What a series, what a battle between these two teams. Cloud9, everyone gathering around M&S there.
Hoist it high, boys.